testing at least.
He said it's happening.
Super100MPH, you've got to come to this site. It is motorsport at its very best.
Well, Gricey's a legend in his own bathroom, great guy. I worked a lot with him, Bathurst with the Chickadee car. We went to Japan together, went to, been a lot of places together, went to America together, to Charlotte, North Carolina. Great guy. Good on you, Gricey. Go, Gricey.
The great gaggle of drivers that you've had something to deal with. Who do you remember the most?
Well, a good friend of mine's Alan Moffat, and like a lot of people didn't like Alan Moffat. He's a personal friend of mine. I see him regularly, sort of thing. People don't know the real Alan Moffat. Alan Moffat's a lovely guy. He's a good guy, but he's a race driver. And when you look at Alan Moffat, he had to really work at his job to do his job. Like you look at Peter Brock, he was a natural. Different sort of person altogether. So you got the Alan Moffats, the Peter Brocks, and then I relate that to sort of Peter Brock's a Craig Lowndes, and Alan Moffat's a Mark Scaife. That's the sort of thing. Mark Scaife works hard at his job. Alan Moffat works, but as far as they're legend. Like Alan's a legend. I was very lucky to drive with Alan in the Ford Works team. I was the only guy in the Ford Works team that could drive his car, because he was very precious with letting people not drive his car. And I could go and test his car and sort of on the Friday and make sure what I thought of when I did my car as a works car, and he was quite comfortable with that. I drove overseas in Singapore. I drove the Philippines with him in Ford for Ford Motor. So Alan's a really good friend of mine, and he's a legend of the sport.
Couple of likely lads if I ever saw them.
Just supplementing my pension.
I hear, Mr. French tells me that you and some other people mightn't be going to Bathurst for 50 years because they haven't been offering to treat you very nicely.
Yeah, well that's probably right, although they're probably going to change their story a bit, I think.
Are they? That's ridiculous, Alan. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are what made the bloody event.
Yeah.
I mean, in toto. But
absolutely, yeah.
still skinny as a rake, and he still was eating bananas when they were $87 a kilo after cyclone Yassi. Yeah, that's exactly right, mate. But it's just sort of a slight...
Shannon's Insurance, aren't they just sensational? Another one of the foundation sponsors of this great sport of ours. Thank you.
Laurie Carter, go to Super100MPH. What was the rest of it?
On YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
Super100MPH.
There you go. And Alan Moffat gets going more quickly in first gear. I don't think he's working the car hard as he lets Colin Bond jump.
some people say these are the good old days. But if you're a motorsport devotee, are they really? What about the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s? The great racing at Emerald Park, at Bathurst, and elsewhere. The legends of the sport. Moffat, Brock, others, but not just them. There were a cast of many that maybe, if you're a youngster, you've never heard of. Maybe, if like me, you're an oldster, you've got to dredge up the memory to recall who they were. The people that put on extraordinary motorsport. You can still see it, you know. Super100MPH. It's on YouTube. Relive the great days of motorsport.
One book's 25 minutes and one book's 30 minutes. That's 25 minutes. Thank you.
Oh, good.
I'm going to go over and watch you go over.
Very friendly down here.
Thank you.
Better than Sydney. I don't know why. It's just
Have you found any more interesting photos? Did you like the one here?
Another warm-up lap, so we'll have a rolling start. Nothing between them. That is his brothers or father and son? Father and son, I believe. Father and son. So I could have said there was a few father-son combinations in the same race this weekend.
Here on the site, exceeding in slope was the Shannon Insurance safety car, 134646 for all your insurance advice. Shannon.com.au.
Pretty tender on these cold tyres, not working too hard. Blakhatz here going.
Running that car, beautiful Mustang, formerly raced by Peter Birchall from Mount Gambier.
Let's try and get it back on the road. Good luck for the remainder of the race. Oh, trouble!
The killer, right?
I think it was a boyhood dream to win Bathurst.
Number one, the fuelie's always number one. The wheelie's very slow.
And it was a big part of our win in '86. It was a big part.
The car's out on the grid. We're almost ready for the first race.
Almost ready, Mark Raymond.